Hey guys, welcome back to the Oklahyzer Disc Golf channel. Today we're taking a look at the disc golf shoe, Idio Syncrasy's. I've been wearing them for about 3 months now, so we're going to take a look at the good, the bad, the ugly, the value, and the ergonomics of this shoe and find out, is it really worth the cost? Hope you guys enjoy.
Welcome to Oklahyzer.
First things first, price and shipping time. In case you haven't already done some window shopping on these shoes, they are retail at $129. To my house, it cost $9.25 to have it shipped, but fortunately I was able to find a 40% off coupon from a player's pack that we got in a tournament, which made my order total $86.25. Now, I placed my order on November 20th. The shoes shipped out November 22nd, and they arrived at my house on the 26th. So whenever they are in stock, they are fulfilling orders and shipping them out very quickly. And I know this video is coming out at the beginning of April, but I did stop wearing the shoes in February so that I could keep them in that 3-month of wear stage for this video. Next thing I'd like to talk to you about is comfort. Now, I do have pretty wide feet, but being a heavy set guy, I am particularly hard on shoes as well. So with that being said, these are very comfortable. And if you were to compare them to something like Adidas aprx, which I see a lot of disc golfers wearing, they're just too narrow for me. They pinch my feet and I could just never enjoy that kind of shoe. But with that being said, I do have friends who have tried both shoes out, and people who like the Adidas aprx still like these shoes. So if you have a narrower foot, these aren't going to be too wide for you. So all around in comfort, absolutely great, highly recommend. So let's talk about some of the things that really make this shoe. First and foremost, I feel, is the grip is absolutely amazing in dirt, and I think that's owed to this aggressive tread on the bottom. You can see it is starting to wear a little bit, but the tread is very aggressive, and whenever it comes to grip in dirt, it is absolutely unmatched in my opinion. Another thing is they have held up structurally great. They have some minor cosmetic wear, but as far as the main structure of the shoe, they're fantastic, still in great shape. Along with the laces, it's a small thing, but the laces are not fraying anywhere. They're still holding up fantastic. And like I said before, the shoes are not too narrow, which is a big complaint I found with most disc golf shoes or hiking shoes that people use for disc golf. The other thing is the waterproofability was fantastic. I mean, it kept my feet completely dry. So all things considered, it checks all the boxes. Absolutely fantastic. Lots and lots of pros for this shoe. Now, some of the things I'd like to critique about this shoe. Again, with this aggressive tread here, if you're on a tee box and it's at all wet outside, these can get very slippery. I played one round in a slightly damp day, like it wasn't even raining, but the tee boxes were a little bit wet and I slipped and fell all the way to the ground twice because these shoes just came right out from under me. So that is definitely something you need to be careful about, is if the tee pads are wet, these are definitely not the shoes you should be playing in that day. Or if they upgrade the rubber to something different, maybe that'll fix itself in time. But for now, these first generation of shoes, I would not recommend playing in whenever it's wet outside. Another thing I'd like to talk about as far as the critiques on this shoe, if you can see, the decals here are starting to fray on both of the shoes. It's a small thing, I feel like, but the decals are starting to come off pretty much all over the place. The other thing I'd like to point out is, of all places, I am getting a hole starting to wear right there on the outside edge of the shoe. It's on both shoes there. And while I have seen some people talking about delamination around this area near the toe drag, that's not been happening in either of my shoes. I haven't gotten any delamination, even though I have seen some people experiencing that problem. The other thing that is kind of a bummer about these shoes is while the waterproof ability was absolutely fantastic, it did seem to wear out pretty quickly. After 3 months, like I said, if I wear these shoes and dip them in water, my feet will absolutely get wet. It takes a little bit, but the water is already getting through after 3 months. And last but not least, the fact that these shoes are still, I mean, they're made by a small company, so they're not in stock very often. Whenever they are in stock, they shoot out to you really quickly, but unfortunately, if you were to go to the website right now, it's all limited stock based on size. So we'll just kind of have to see how that progresses, because this is the first run of this shoe, and hopefully they're taking everybody's feedback and we're going to see much bigger and better things from Idio in the future. And so now the final question, is the shoe really worth it? At that price point, I think that it's a great value myself, even with all the cons that I discussed that other people have experienced and that I have experienced. I think the comfort and durability of these shoes is absolutely worth it to me. I do intend on buying another pair of shoes from Idio. I really have high expectations for their next run of shoe. I've had a lot of people say that they'd like to see the rubber become a little bit more durable because of the fact that they are wearing out so fast. But what they have right now is a fantastic product. They've got a lot of excellent names backing their product, and so I expect a lot of really good things from Idio. But ultimately, you're gonna have to decide that for yourself. This is what I found as to be the good, the bad, and the ugly of these shoes, and overall, I'd say they're a great value. Coupons are generally pretty easy to find if you don't feel like spending that MSRP right up front. There's usually one around that you can get your hands on. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick look at a 3-month review of Idio shoes. If you guys would like to see me cover something else, leave it in the comments down below. Until next time, have a good one.